Hello friends. Today we are going to start with class 9 geography chapter 1 India size and location part 3. In this video we are going to see how IST, that is Indian Standard Time, is fixed at 82.5 degrees east. For that we need to know about the time zones. So let's start with longitudes and latitudes. You know what these are. So there are 181 latitudes, that is 90 in north and 90 in south, and the equator. Longitudes are 180 in east and 180 in west. The distance between the latitudes remains same, that is 111 kilometers, but the distance of the longitudes is maximum at the equator and decreases as it approaches the poles. Longitudes and time. The best means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon, and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally, it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at the noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. As the earth rotates from west to east, those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and those at the west will be behind it. The rate of difference can be calculated as follows. The earth rotates 360 degrees in about 24 hours, which means 15 degrees an hour, or 1 degree in 4 minutes. When it is 12 noon at Greenwich, the time at 15 degrees east of Greenwich will be 15 into 4, that equals to 60 minutes, that is 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time, which means 1 pm. At 15 degrees west of Greenwich, the time will be behind Greenwich time by 1 hour. It will be 11 am. Similarly, at 180 degrees, it will be midnight when it is 12 noon at Greenwich. At any place, a watch can be adjusted to read 12 o'clock when the sun is at the highest point in the sky, that is, when it is midday. The time shown by such a watch will give the local time for that place. You can see that all places on a given meridian of longitude have the same time. Why do we have standard time? The local time of places which are on different meridians are bound to differ. For example, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for the trains which cross several longitudes. In India, for instance, there will be difference of time about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the local time of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. For example, it is 12 noon at Dwarka, then at the same time at Assam it would be 1:45 pm. It is therefore necessary to adopt the local time of some meridian as the standard time for that country. In India, the longitude of 82.5 degrees east, that is 82 degrees 30 minutes east, is treated as the standard meridian The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time or IST. Let us find the time difference between India and England. India, located east of Greenwich at 82 degrees 30 minutes east, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT. So, it will be 7:30 pm in India when it is 2 pm in London. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent and so they have adopted more than one standard time. In Russia, there are as many as 11 standard times. Time zones on the earth. The earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Each zone thus covers 15 degrees of longitudes. If you carefully see this map, you will observe the different time zones on the earth. Let me explain why 82.5 degrees east is only taken as our IST. See, the earth is divided into 24 time zones at the interval of 15 degrees each, right? Now, according to that, there are two time zones passing from India, that is from 75 degrees longitude and 90 degrees longitude. But none of the longitude from these two is dividing India in approximately two equal parts. According to the International Convention, it's a rule that the standard meridian should be divisible by 7.5. So we could have 75 as Indian Standard Time, 75 plus 7.5, that is 82.5 degrees as Indian Standard Time, or 90 degrees as Indian Standard Times. It was found that 82 degrees and a half is more feasible and convenient for the entire India and was decided to be recognized as IST. So we have seen why 82 degrees 30 minutes has been selected as standard meridian of India. Now the next question is, why is the difference between the duration of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? These places do not have the same duration of day and night. The circle of illumination divides the equator into two equal parts. The days and nights are therefore of the same duration at the equator. Kanyakumari is quite near the equator. The day-night difference is hardly 1 hour there. But as we move away from the equator towards the pole, the variations in the duration of day and night becomes greater. It is because of unequal division of the parallels of latitudes by the circle of illumination. Kashmir is over 30 degrees away from the equator, and so the difference in duration of day and night is over 4 hours there. In the next video, that is in the part 4, we are going to learn about India's neighbors, Indian states and union territories.